5 scientists who invented very unknown but very important inventions. Ferdinand von Zeppelin, born July 8, 1838, died March 8, 1917. Inventor of rigid airship. Ferdinand von Zeppelin conceived and developed the first rigid dirigible, a lighter-than-air vehicle, known as the Zeppelin. Born in Constance, Germany, Zeppelin studied at the University of Tübingen before entering the Prussian army in 1858. After retiring from the army with the rank of brigadier general, he devoted himself to the design and construction of airships. His first airship was built in 1900 with a rigid frame, serving as the prototype for many subsequent models. The Zeppelin airship consisted of a row of 17 gas cells individually covered in rubberized cloth. It was 420 feet long and 38 feet in diameter with a hydrogen gas capacity reaching 399,000 cubic feet. Steered by forward and aft rudders, two 15-horsepower internal combustion engines powered the aluminum ship. By 1910, Zeppelin had created the first commercial air service for passengers using his airship, which traveled more than 40 miles per hour. The Zeppelin was extremely useful during World War I, providing additional aviation presence for patrols and bombing runs. After the war, the Zeppelin was widely used in commercial flights. Although safety concerns eventually led to decreased popularity, the Zeppelin was one of the first aircraft to provide commercial transports and establish principles of lighter-than-air craft. Gottlieb Daimler, born March 17, 1834, died March 6, 1900. Inventor of design of automobile and motorcycle engines. In 1885, Gottlieb Daimler, with the help of Wilhelm Maybach, developed the forerunner of the modern gas engine by advancing Nikolaus Otto's oil-powered design. Adapting the engine to a stagecoach, Daimler successfully designed the world's first four-wheeled automobile. After earning a mechanical engineering degree from Stuttgart Polytechnic, Daimler pursued the need for a small, practical, low-powered engine. Frenchman Étienne Lenoir had designed an early model of a smaller engine, but it lacked efficiency. Noting Lenoir's pioneering concepts, Daimler and Maybach spent 10 years developing a practical gasoline-powered engine. With their new engine as the focal point, they applied their ideas to vehicles, developing and patenting a self-firing ignition starter. In 1885, the first gasoline-powered internal combustion engine was fitted onto a motorcycle. Daimler and Maybach continued to improve gasoline-powered engines, inventing the first V-shaped, two-cylinder, four-stroke engine. That engine was the foundation for today's automobile engines. Daimler founded the Daimler Motor- und Gesellschaft in 1890 to build engines according to his designs. Wilhelm Maybach, born February 9, 1846, died December 29, 1929. Inventor of explosion and combustion motor. As an industrialist and designer of automobiles and engines, Wilhelm Maybach enjoyed an illustrious career and a profitable working relationship with his German industrialist colleague, Gottlieb Daimler. Born in Heilbronn, Germany, Maybach became an engine designer for Daimler at the age of 19. He eventually became Daimler's assistant, and the two formed a friendship that was to last until Daimler's death. Daimler and Maybach's collaboration resulted in a number of motor vehicle improvements, including some of the first self-propelled vehicles produced under Daimler in 1885 and 1886. Maybach's V-twin engine, developed in 1889, represented a milestone that was recognized by other automobile manufacturers, such as France's Peugeot, which bought its production rights. Daimler and Maybach founded the Daimler Motor Company in 1890 to manufacture internal combustion engines. Maybach would subsequently leave the company in 1907 and produce engines for Zeppelins as well as automobiles, such as the Maybach W3 limousine in 1921. During his career, Maybach pioneered additional innovations, such as the gear wheel transmission, the honeycomb radiator, and a hydrocarbon engine. Fritz Haber, born December 9, 1868, died January 29, 1934. Inventor of production of ammonia. At a time when no solution could be found, Fritz Haber successfully developed an inexpensive method for synthesizing ammonia needed for the industrial production of fertilizers, serving as an essential component for exponential global agricultural growth. During the early 1900s, scientists faced the eventual depletion of the natural resource Chilean saltpeter, sodium nitrate. Without nitrogen-based fertilizers to increase crop yields, agricultural output would be severely reduced. Using the inexhaustible source of nitrogen in the atmosphere, Haber began investigating the possibility of combining nitrogen from the atmosphere with hydrogen to form ammonia. By 1908, Haber had succeeded in developing an ammonia synthesis process that worked in the laboratory. Using Haber's breakthrough, Carl Bosch refined the process created in the laboratory and developed the necessary equipment for producing ammonia on an industrial scale. The Haber-Bosch process has remained unchanged since the early 1900s and is used to date to manufacture thousands of tons of ammonia worldwide. Haber was born in Breslau, Germany. He studied at the University of Heidelberg, earning his PhD in 1891. Regarded as one of the most influential chemists of his generation, Haber won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1918 for his process for synthesizing ammonia. Carl Bosch, born August 27, 1874, died April 26, 1940. Inventor of process of producing ammonia. Carl Bosch transformed global agriculture by advancing the Haber process for producing ammonia, making it commercially practical to produce large quantities of the compound. The Haber-Bosch process remains an industry standard for the mass production of ammonia used for manufacturing fertilizer. Using principles from Fritz Haber's discovery, Bosch devised a method for separating large quantities of hydrogen from a hydrogen-carbon monoxide mixture. In 1909, under Bosch's leadership, BASF acquired the patent rights for Fritz Haber's ammonia process and began developing the equipment and refining the process needed for mass production. By 1913, the BASF works at Abbau, Germany began the first worldwide production of ammonia. During World War I, BASF expanded its production facilities, and by 1918 Germany was generating more than 200,000 tons of synthetic ammonia annually for use in fertilizers and explosives. Bosch was born in Cologne, Germany. He studied chemical engineering at the Technical University in Charlottenburg, Germany before receiving his PhD from the University of Leipzig in 1898. Bosch won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1931 for his contribution to the invention and development of high-pressure technology in the chemical industry. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget like, comment and subscribe.